Good day, viewers. You are welcome to this edition of our YouTube channel. And today we are going to look at a very vital topic in the secondary school mathematics scheme of work. And this topic cuts across JSS1, JSS3, and including SS1. And that topic is the multiplication of binary number. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to dissolve questions involving multiplication of, number base. Now, with that being said, let's go straight and start dissolving questions. Now, for question number one, the question says, multiply 321 base 6 by 25 base 6. Now, what you're simply going to do right here is very simple. The very first thing you need to do is, if you are a student or a teacher, it is advisable that whenever you want to take questions involving multiplication, you always move your hand to the middle of your notes or to the right side of your notes. Reason being that whenever you are solving questions involving multiplication, your answers will always run to the left side. So it is advisable you start from the middle of your notes so that you can have enough space to run to the left side. Now, with that being said, let's go straight and start dissolving question. Now, for question number one, it says multiply 321 base 6 by 25 base 6. So let's go straight. 5 multiplied by 1 is going to give me 5. Neatly positioned. It should be neatly positioned. 5 multiplied by 2 will give me 10. Now, the rule says that whenever you are having any digit that is bigger than your base, you should always divide by your base. What that means is that if you are having any number that is up to 6 or any number that is bigger than 6, because 6 is your base here, you should always ensure you divide it. All the answers, all the number you are going to get must be less than 6. So 5 multiplied by 2 will give me 10. I cannot write the 10 because of the rule. So you will say 10 divided by your base, which is 6. And that will simply give me 1 remainder 4. Can you see the way it is neatly done? So I'll go straight and write my 4, which is our remainder. Always ensure you write your remainder first. Then this one, I'm going to keep it. We go again. 5 multiplied by 3 will give me 15. 15 plus this one will give me 16. I will go again and say 16 divided by my base, which is 6. And that will simply give me 2 remainder 4. Always ensure you write your remainder first. So I'll come right here and write my remainder, which is the 4, so that I can have space to write my words, my 2. So we are done with the first line. We move down to the second line, using this 2 to multiply everything we are having up here. Now 2 multiplied by 1 will give me 2. You can see the way it is neatly done. 2 multiplied by 2 will give me 4. Now 2 multiplied by 3 again will give me 6. I can't write the 6 because it is up to my base. So you will now say 6 divided by 6, and that will simply give you 1 remainder 0. So always ensure you write your remainder first. You can see the way it is neatly done. So I'll go straight and write my remainder. And what is my remainder? My remainder is 0. Then I cannot write this 1. At the end of the day, you are going to add up. So let's add this up. Now 5 plus nothing will simply give me 5. 4 plus 2 will give me 6. I cannot write the 6 because my base is also what? It's also 6. So what I'm simply going to do, I will go back again and say 6 divided by my base, and to give me 1 remainder 0. So I will go straight and write my remainder first, which is 0. This one, I'm going to add it here, up here. It becomes this one. It becomes 1 plus 4 plus 4. And that will give me 9. So I cannot write the 9 because the 9 is bigger than my base. So you will now say 9 divided by 6. And this will give me 1 remainder 3. You can see for yourself. I will always write my remainder first, which is the 3. Can you see this one? I will come up here and add the 1. It becomes 1 plus 2. And that will give me 3. And here becomes 1. And this is the solution to question number 1. So this is the solution to question number 1. So we'll really go to question number 2. Question number 2 say multiply 3 2 base 4 by 3 base 4. So let's go. 3 multiplied by 2 will give me 6. I cannot write the 6 because the rule states that your answer must not be up to your base or bigger than your base. So you will say 6. I will now say 6 divided by the base, which is 4. And that will give me 1 remainder 2. I will always write my remainder first. And this one, I'm going to keep it aside. Now 3 multiplied by 3 will give me what? 9. 9 plus this one is going to give me 10. And if I drop it, it becomes 10. If 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. If I add this one to it, it becomes 10. I can't write the 10 because the 10 is bigger than my base. I will do 10 divided by 4. and that will give me 2, remainder 2. I will always write my remainder first, which is the 2. Then before I come here to write this. Now, I want you to take note of something. If you fail to write your base, it means your answer will not be marked. At the end of your solving, always ensure you go back and place your base right there. At the end of this one, always ensure you go back and place your base. And what I often advise students, even for teachers too, is ensure, this is my only little piece of advice, always ensure you set your base, because oftentimes, even as teacher or as student, whenever you are very fast, you may forget about writing your base, and when your base is not there, your answer cannot be marked, you will score 0. So at the end of your answer, always ensure you write your base, and or before you start solving, ensure you count your lines and position your base so that you will not forget. That's my only little piece of advice. So we go to question number 3. For question number 3, this is 2 multiplied by 2 is going to give me 4. I cannot write the 4 here because my base is also 4. Your answer must not be up to your base or bigger than your base. So it becomes 4 divided by 4. That's 1 remainder what? 0. I will always write my remainder first. Like I earlier said, ensure you position your base before you start solving. I gave you that piece of advice. So let me go right here and position it, because oftentimes students do forget after solving. So now, remaining 1, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. I cannot write the 4 because it's bigger than my base. It's equivalent to my base. I will say 4 divided by 4. Here will become 1 remainder what? 0. So I will keep this one. We go again. 2 multiplied by 2 again will also give me 4. Now 4 plus this one will give me 5. So it's going to be 5 divided by 5. And this will give me 1 remainder what? 1. I will always write my remainder first and keep this one. 2 multiplied by 1 will give me 2, plus this one, it will give me 3. I'm done solving the first line. We move down to the second line. For the second line, it becomes 3 multiplied by 2. That will give me 6. I can't write the 6 because it's bigger than my base. I will say 6 divided by 4, and that will give me 1 remainder 2. I will always write my remainder first, well, neatly positioned. Then I will keep this one. Now 3 multiplied by 2 again will still give me 6. 6 plus this one, look at this, 3 multiplied by 2 will give me 6. 6 plus this one will give me 7. So I'm going to do 7 divided by 4. And if I should do 7 divided by 4, that should be 1 remainder 3. I will always write my remainder first, which is the 3, and keep this, 1. Can you see the way I'm going about it? Then 3 multiplied by 1 will give me 3. 3 multiplied by 1 will give me 3, plus this one, it will give me 4. I can't write the 4 because it's up to my base. So it becomes 4 divided by 4. That's 1 remainder 0. I will always write my remainder first, which is 0. Then before I write this 1. So I'm done solving the second line. So we move to the third one, which is this. I'm using this number to multiply here, here, and here. Now 3 multiplied by 2 again. I'm going to have 6. Can you see for yourself? I can't write the 6. I can't write the 6 because it's bigger than my base. So that becomes 6 divided by 4. And here becomes 1 remainder 2. So this time around, it should be well positioned again. I always write my remainder first, which is the 2. I will keep this one. You can see the way I'm doing it. Now, 3 multiplied by 2 again. 3 multiplied by 2 again will give me 6. I will add this one to that 6. It becomes 7. Now, 7 divided by 4. It becomes 1 remainder 3. I will always write my remainder first, neatly positioned. Then I will keep this 1. Now 3 multiplied by 1 will give me 3, plus this one, it will give me 4. So I cannot write it 4. Why? Because my base is also 4. So you come down and say 4 divided by your base, which will give us 1 remainder 0. I will always write my remainder first, which is the 0. Then if I come right here to write my 1. Now at the end of the day, you are going to add up. So let's add up. 0 plus nothing, here becomes 0. 1 plus 2, here becomes 3. 3 plus 3 plus 2, that will simply give us 8. We cannot write the 8 because our base, the 8 is bigger than our base. So you will say 8 divided by 4. That becomes 2 remainder 0. Always write your remainder first. Always write your remainder first. So I will write the remainder, which is the 0. Can you see this 2? I'm going to take it up here. It becomes 2 plus 0 plus 3. And that will simply give us 5. Again, the 5 is also bigger than our base, so we cannot write that 5 as our answer. You will come and say 5 divided by your base, which is 4. That becomes 1 remainder what? 1. So I will always write my remainder first, which is 1. Then you see this one here, and coming here again to place it here. It become 1 plus 1 plus 0. Now 1 plus 1 plus 0 will give us 2. So I will write my 2 here because it's not up to the base. Then this one. At the end of the day, this is the solution to question number 3. So you can see the way it is being solved. It is not difficult. You follow it step by step. So I would like you to attempt question number 4 and question number 5 and drop your answer in the comment section below. Thank you.